And now we return with part 2 of my Waterloo video game swap meet video, my pickups. I showed what I got in trades and stuff, so let's go on to some of my pickups. I spent a lot of my focus on NES stuff, but I did pick up other stuff, so I'm going to save NES to last, because look at this, folks. And I already showed you 4 NES games that I got, so before I get into it, let's go with, for Super Nintendo, a title I've been looking for forever. Zelda: Link to the Past. The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Gamer Confessions. I never had this growing up, didn't play it growing up, I've never beaten it. Never beaten Link to the Past. I started it several times, but I've never stuck with it. I've never had a physical copy of my own. So this will be a goal of mine. But I feel bad that that's my gamer confession, that I've never beaten that. Alright, for the Game Boy, got a couple Game Boy things here. I got Monster Rancher Battle Card. This was like $2 or whatever. And I got Capcom Star Wars. Capcom and Star Wars. How can you go wrong? Then I ran into a box of manuals that was sitting there, and I was like, how much for the manuals? And the lady at the table said, oh, $2 a piece. So I flipped through, and I found a few cool manuals. So I grabbed them, and then her husband came back. Uh-oh, I think I may have caused a divorce. He was not happy that she had sent $2 a piece, and I had picked some out, and I was ready to pay. He was not happy about that. But I made out with Double Dragon 2, Ninja Gaiden, The Little Mermaid for Capcom, and he was most kind of upset about this one, telling his wife that it was worth $10 on its own, and that's Mike Tyson's Punch-Out manual. And yeah, it's got some cool pictures in there. Oh yeah, you don't need to see that. Yeah, there's some cool pictures of your opponents. But yeah, I think I may have caused a marital fight. So sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry your wife told me $2 a piece and I picked them out and I was ready to cash out and everything. So yeah, I guess I lucked out there. I don't even collect manuals. But then also, for PlayStation 2, I picked myself up Taito Legends 2, which is over 39 games by Taito on here. I love getting collection discs, so that's super, super awesome. That's actually been on my radar for a little bit. And then a couple Xbox 360 games. Got Lollipop Chainsaw, which Buried on Mars did a review of. You can go check that out if you'd like, right here. My wife actually watched that review with me and said that she would be interested in playing this game, so I told myself this is not only for my collection, but it's for my wife too, so that's how I justified buying that. As a collector, you justify buying little things, certain things like that. And then I got Splatterhouse, which I heard is a pretty gruesome sort of rehash on the series on next gen. Well, this is now last gen, but compared to Sega Genesis and TurboGrafx and stuff, this is next gen. So yeah, that's all the stuff from trades and stuff and buys up until my stack of NES here. Now I made out pretty good. I didn't get too many crazy titles. I didn't go collecting crazy rares, which are there. I find that this thing, the rare games are on their higher end price scale. So yeah, let's put this down here. Or not. I'll put it down on my table. What am I doing? This episode is screwed because this is not a regular episode. This is crazy, crazy Waterloo episode. Okay. Let's put this here. Okay, now on to this stack of NES I have here. I've been saving my NES for last because I've been focusing on getting as many NES carts as I can. First off, the unlicensed set for American games, Shockwave. This is my second one in that set, which means I am 66.66666666666666666% complete. The set, there's only 3 of them. I just need Chiller now, and you probably are. That's probably the most popular of them, is Chiller, that people know of. But there's also Death Race. So I have these 2, and these are the most close looking, I think, of Nintendo cartridges. They're just missing this strip of, the Rumble strip, we'll call it. The Rumble strip. So yeah, unlicensed game to grab. Fun to collect, for me at least. And then I got the only game that I bought with that came with the dust sleeve. Weird. People had them. They don't want to give those out. Except Will. Will's awesome. Got Kickle Cubicle, Grant's copy apparently. Well, Grant, sorry to let you know, but you're going to be erased. I will erase you. But Kickle Cubicle is a cool little puzzly type game, and this got on my radar because I saw my buddy John Riggs did a video with Metal Jesus Rocks on NES gems, and on his list was Kickle Cubicle. So that put it on my radar, and I found it for a very reasonable price. So thanks, John Riggs, for shedding light on this little gem. I got Shingen the Ruler, which this is like the weirdest label ever. It's like, I don't know, I think it's some sort of like strategy type game, maybe like Nobunaga's Ambition or anything. I really know nothing about this game, Shingen the Ruler, but it's like a really weird label, and yeah. I got Legend of the Diamonds, and this is one of the more uncommon sports games. Not super rare, but I got it for a great price. There's a bit of label damage there, so Chris Roberts of the Narc Podcast, if you're watching this, I'm not a label snob. Got Beetlejuice by LJN, our friend LJN. Beetlejuice. Oh, I thought you were going to say Beetlejuice 3 times, because when you say Beetlejuice 3 times, Beetlejuice, that was a close one. Finally, I'm happy to add this to the collection. Big fan of Beetlejuice, big fan of the movies and cartoons. And actually, it's cool when you see stickers on there from rental stores. This apparently has made it all the way from Florida. This Nintendo cartridge has traveled further than me. That's depressing. I need to get out more into the world. The Battle of Olympus. Xevious. Yoshi's Cookie. Another one of my fun little puzzle games I've liked to play in the past. I've lost some time in Yoshi's Cookie. Very simple puzzle game, but fun. Now, Bases Loaded 3. This is the last one in the set that I needed, so I have all the bases loaded. Woo, good for me. The hardest one to get is Bases Loaded 4. If anybody knows where to get one, send it to Danny from the Retro Lectors. He needs one really bad, and he's been bugging me for mine. And, sorry, Danny. It's for me. It's for me, Danny. Just rubbing it in, pal. Then Mystery Quest. Now, very common game, but it was there for $2, so I'm like, I'm just going to get it at $2. I'm not going to spend more than that. Othello. Based on some sort of board game that I never played. Now I grabbed this to go along with my power pad from my buddy Will, Athletic World. Dragon Power. One of the many Dragon games that can sort of confuse you on the NES. Dragon Spirit, Dragon Power, Dragon Warrior, 1, 2, 3, and 4. But yeah, Dragon games. Woo! And then I got Yo-Noid by Capcom. Now, wow, just super amazing, awesome time. Had to make a trip to the car to drop stuff off. I was just loaded with stuff, as you can see. So it was just an amazing time. Lots of pickups, lots of good times, lots of people that I saw. If I fail to mention anybody, then I will do something in post for you guys. But in the meantime, if you have a chance to get to one of these Waterloo game swaps, set aside the date on your calendar and get to one of these things, and you could make out like a bandit too, a retro bandit, and come out with some carts. Yeah, carts. Oh, I love you. So, before I keep dragging on and on, I'm just going to end this episode and say thanks to Pete Diak and Andrew Lenny for putting this thing on. Love it. Waterloo Video Game Swap Meet. Make it next time, guys. I'm JRock, and keep on rocking them games. Thanks for coming by to check out what I picked up at the Waterloo Video Game Swap Meet. Believe it or not, I have even more footage to go through, and that means another video. In the meantime, check out the rest of these videos of the Waterloo Video Game Swap Meet done by other YouTubers from the past week. And of course, thanks to the NESROMANCER for the awesome metal covers of video game music used in this video. Keep on rocking them games!